Hare Krishna. Namaste. Chapter 5, entitled as Karma Sannyasa Yogam. Sloka 7. Yoga-yukto viśuddhātmā vijitātmā jitendriyaḥ sarva-bhūtātma-bhūtātmā kurvann api na lipyate. Let's understand that with an example. Say there is a richest man in a city. He is being glorified by some reporter, a newspaper, stating in his newspaper report that there is not a second man exists in the city than this richest man. This statement doesn't mean to say that there's no other man lives in the city. What it means is that there's no other man live in the city who can be equal to the richest man. That's what it means. Likewise, the way that we should understand that's differ from the Advaita philosophy is, yes, Brahman is one without a second. Brahman is one without a second, meaning Brahman with all the qualities, all the opulences, cannot have a second one. That's the way that we should understand this. Not that Brahman doesn't have a second one, and this Brahman doesn't have a form, doesn't have opulences, doesn't have any of those things. The way that we understand is, Brahman cannot have a second one because Brahman possesses all the qualities, all the opulences, all the strength, all the knowledge, and etc. That's how we should understand this one. Now let's understand why Advaitam is also known as Mayavad. There was a Mayavada guru, this is just an example, who was traveling with his disciples and was passing through a jungle. While they're passing through the jungle, they were chased by a tiger. As the tiger was approaching them, everyone broke out of the group. They started running hither and thither to save their lives. After a while, they all somehow escaped and gathered in one spot. So there was an inquisitive disciple in the group who asked a question to his guru. If there is no second, everything is illusion, Maya, then why did you run from the tiger? He asked this question to Guru. Because the philosophy is Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. The truth is one. Everything else is Maya, illusion. The smart Guru responded back to his disciple saying that you did not understand our Advaita philosophy very well. Guru responded saying that the tiger that you saw is Maya, illusion. It came towards us chasing is also Maya. We all got frightened by the tiger is also Maya. We ran away from the tiger is also Maya. You asking this question to me is also Maya. And I am responding to you is also Maya. There is only one truth, Brahman. Everything else is Maya. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Therefore, you did not understand the Mayavada philosophy. This is how the Advaita philosophy is also called as Mayavada philosophy. Everything else is Maya. Nothing is real except one truth, Brahman. And when one realizes, then he becomes liberated. So if there are no differences, coming to our point of discussion, if there are no differences, then why did Krishna say aham tvam ime in the sloka? Therefore it is clear that there are bheda. Bheda means differences among atmas. Otherwise, Krishna wouldn't have spoken like that. Then what is the answer that Shankara, the great Acharya of Advaita philosophy, says about the differences that we see in the world? According to Shankara, it is due to the ajnana. Ajnana means ignorance, that we see all the differences in the world. A person who doesn't see the differences is considered to be liberated. And those who sees the differences are the entangled ones. To prove this, he gives examples. He gives some theory to prove the statement. Number one, a moon. If you take a sword and then in the evening you just place it outside, you can see the reflection of the moon on the sword. Then second example is, go to a close by lake in the night time and you will see a reflection of moon. Likewise, you place a mirror facing the moon and you can see the moon on the mirror. Now, is the moon became 4 now, or is the moon 1? The moon is seen in sword, the moon is seen in lake, the moon is seen in the mirror, and the moon itself, it looks like 4 moons now. Therefore, the sword, the lake and mirror are considered to be upadhi. Upadhi meaning a tool that shows the moon. But that doesn't mean the moon has become 3. If the upadhis, the tools like sword, lake and mirrors are removed from this equation, we only see 1 moon. Likewise, when we remove the upadhi, here the upadhis are the bodies, the material bodies, various bodies, then we see only Atma. Therefore, like how there's only 1 moon, its reflections are seen in the sword, lake and mirror. There's only 1 Atma. The reflection of that Atma is seen in different bodies. When a person understands this truth, at that very moment, he is liberated. So here, with this examples that have been provided, there could be a question raised. As per Advaita, there is no second, but the examples given are the sword, lake and mirror, the upadhis, the tools. So are they real or false? And Shankara said that they are also false. They are not real. Then how do we understand what Krishna says here in the sloka? I, you, and these, which are all different. Let's continue this in our next session.
Namaste. Hare Krishna.